misprint me chat me. Different tree misprint me chat me. I hope you all hearing clearly. But look how the crook round he fret me. I hope you all hearing clearly. But look how the misprint me chat me. I say Manning is a great leader. The print Manning is a big loser. I say Kamla don't think before she joke. The print Kamla love to drink and smoke. I say Fitzgerald Hines is a target. You know the print the man is a target. I say Rowley resemble a movie star. The print he resemble a Rottweiler. Man the misprint me chat me. The print tree misprint me chat me. I hope you all hearing clearly. But look how the misprint me chat me. I hope you all hearing clearly. But look how the misprint me chat me. I say Gerard Narayan is a party man. The people them print he's a mandy man. Diane Sukarandis look like she rich. The print she does look like a blasted witch. I say I supported Mr. Action. You know the print how I support the long tongue. You know I say Manning is a real good man. The friggin' people print he's a Macomia man. Man they misprint the chat me. The print tree misprint the chat me. People print lesbian. Man, they misprint the chat me. I hope you all hearing clearly. But look how they misprint the chat me. I hope you all hearing clearly. But look how the crook he fret me. They're too spiteful. Because I's UNC. My mistake was selling my good Shapley song. For them the Makaram. That's true.
Now is the time! No! No! The time is no! No! The time is no! Now is the time to vote them out! The time is no! No! Hey! What time it is? No! What time it is? No! What time it is? No! Now is the time for action! What time it is? No! What time it is? No! What time it is? No! Now is the time for action! Now is the time to cast your vote! Now is the time to start to work! Now is the time we bring your hope. Now is the time for action. Now is the time to take a stand. Cause the UNC have the plan. Put up your hand if you understand.
So let's all join together as one. If you believe that the time has come, election day when you stay in your hand, it's for the UNC and the rising sun, 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 sun.
What time it is? No. What time it is? No. What time it is? To reduce the tax. Now is the time for all crime to stop. This is the time we're not giving up.
So let's all join together as one. If you believe that the time has come, election day when you stay Election day when you stay in your hand. It's for the UNC and the rising sun, 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 sun.
What time it is? No. What time it is? No. What time it is? No. Now is the time for action. What time it is? No. What time it is? No. What time it is? No. Now is the time for action. Now is the time to cast your vote. Now is the time to start to work. Now is the time we bring your hope. Now is the time for action. Now is the time to take a stand. Cause the UNC have the plan. Put up your hand if you understand.
Now is the time to put them out. 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 Now is the time to put them out.
Yes, indeed, of course, pleasant good night. It's indeed, of course, that this is a what I consider to be election program where, of course, that which is predicted would manifest itself in whatever date Dr. Rowley reluctantly, he believes he can be in office until his natural life would have expired. Unfortunately, the system, for him at least, the system does not work like that. There is a specific calendar period enshrined in our constitution that says 5 years. And on the anniversary or a few months thereafter of having been elected into office, you must now call an election 5 years hence, in a 5 year cycle. Of course, as recently established, when, as far as the local government is concerned, 3 years and now 4 years, as is the case with, of course, the THA. The reality is that Dr. Rowley could jump high, he and his minions could jump low, or could wish as much as they can. The fact is that the clock hands are ticking. And 3 years ago, when the people asked the question on the corridor transformation and elsewhere, how many more years we have before we could tolerate man, fallen short of course, a revolution, a violent upheaval, which we saw attempted in 1990. So there is precedent. And to a lesser extent, but nonetheless equally violent, I'm talking about the 1970. And if we are to go further back, you will see that, of course, in 1903, the water riots in Trinidad. And in between there, you have, of course, I think it was Bloody Tuesday, I believe, in San Fernando. All of which were violent to a large degree, or should I say, to incremental degrees, but nonetheless violent. It was this government recognizing that the ground report and the pushback movement, and of course Sense and Sensibility on 104.7 was prepared, of course, to fill the Woodford Square on Monday, talking about yesterday. Having regard, of course, to the iniquities, the mismanagement, and the unlimited faux pas, missteps, mismanagement, and undermining of our democracy and our independent institutions enshrined in the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, Rowley was prepared, of course, to subvert. I say subvert, people, because that is what it is all about, and was and continues to be once Rowley is there. Reckless, brutal, nonchalant, and as if he has a proclivity, a passion for doing evil and for getting an unfair advantage. And as a fella who, of course, would do, once he operates within the realm of the leadership of the country by way of the cabinet, and therefore the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is prepared, of course, to recklessly and brutally, unconscionably and immorally and unethically impose his will as a total, not just narcissist, not just a dictator, not just an autocratic individual, not just a pellucid and unadulterated attempt because of his hubris and his not just proclivity and tendency, but has a relenting passion to absorb, tolerate, and project onto his fellow men and women dangerous and painful measures. Reminds me of the German folklore expression called Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. It simply means a proclivity, a tendency, a predilection for seeing people suffer. That is the Rowley and the Rowley administration we speak of. And let us not waste time. Let us understand that all of the charades and all of the grandstanding that he would, of course, on the basis of what? Of deciding on property tax, for example, his recent incarnation, he don't mind losing the next election. I say, do not be fooled by that poor attempt now that we know of reversing Nancy's story of the rabbit to say, don't throw me in the bush, but it's the bush he wants to go. You see, we have been there before with this man called Rowley. He said the same thing when, of course, because of fundamentally the fake oil matter and the threat to his political career coming to a sudden abrupt emasculation. Sudden abrupt emasculation. When he said that he took the hard decision. And he is prepared to sacrifice political expediency to achieve it. Well, I want to tell you, do not be fooled. He is a fella who wants to have his cake and eat it. Let me repeat. Rowley is the kind of individual, a narcissist, a dictator, a evil, wants to have his cake and still eat it. Do not be fooled. Do not be once again deceived. Do not be once again lured to the shenanigans and the what I consider to be ambulatory verbalizations and the cacophonous babblings of a man that is now desperate and attempting, of course, to use